this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So today I thought I'd just do a quick video just to show you this lovely Mabon Sabbat celebration gift box, which I purchased from Sons of Asgard in Glastonbury. I love their shop, as you guys know. I mean, I've gone on about it so much, and I'm really looking forward to going to Glastonbury next month for a whole week, incorporating Samhain, and of course I will be going to Sons of Asgard and purchasing more things. I do have a list so we'll see what they have off of my list, but I love all the shops, or most of the shops in Glastonbury, but Sons of Asgard is my favourite, and John and Chris are always so lovely, so helpful, knowledgeable, really nice, and the other staff that work in the shop are also really lovely as well. Never had a bad experience in there at all, and they are so nice. And I have got to just say this, you know, Sons of Asgard, like most of, if not all of, the shops and businesses on the high street in Glastonbury, they're independent, privately owned businesses that, you know, are trying to make a living from the things they sell. And, you know, and there's some lovely shops and lovely items and things, but I know that Sons of Asgard have had a problem, and it's happened quite often with shoplifters, and I just don't understand how anyone can go to Glastonbury or live in Glastonbury or whatever and go and take things from shops without paying, when these are in little independent shops, you know, somebody's small business. So, you know, guys, please, if any of you go, not that I'm saying anyone that watches my videos would do this, but I'm just putting it out there in general, because you never know who watches your videos. But I'm 100% certain that none of my subscribers would do something like this. But please, if anybody else watches this video and it is ever tempted to do something like that, please don't, you know, because it's just horrible, nasty, and taking money away from small businesses, and especially in a community like Glastonbury, you would just think that something like that wouldn't happen. I mean, I know, you know, we're not living in kind of fairyland or that, and that things do happen in all sorts of places, but, you know, of all things, you know, of all places, it's unreal how often it has happened to the guys at Sons of Asgard, and I always feel so bad for them. So, you know, even if you know, like I say, all the subscribers on here I'm sure would never do something like this, but if any of you are ever in Glastonbury, you know, Sons of Asgard are on the main high street, you can't miss them. Do have a look anyway at their products, because they do such a big range of things, you honestly don't know where to look at first. That's why I tend to kind of go in there with a little bit of a list, because they do some lovely things, and, you know, it just smells amazing the minute you walk in the shop. So yeah, do consider supporting them if you do ever go to Glastonbury. Right, now let's get on with the Mabon box. So this is the celebration gift box. Now they do a smaller one, which I think is just called Mabon gift box, or it's not called celebration gift box, it's called something else, sorry. Unprofessional as usual, but they do a smaller one for less money. I think this one was £40, was it, or 35? It's either 35 or 40 anyway. So you get in this one 60ml Mabon loose incense jar, one 30ml Mabon magical spray, one 15ml Mabon magical oil, 3 hand-rolled coloured beeswax spell candles, 1 Mabon hand-rolled mini triple spiral beeswax candles, 3 tumblestone crystals, 1 Mabon magical herb blend, 1 organza bag, 2 charcoal discs and an information sheet. And this is their website here, www.sonsofasgard.co.uk. So let's open up, guys. What I will do is I'll move the box away and I will take one piece out at a time. So let's have a look first at our magical spray, Mabon magical spray. These are so lovely. I love their sprays. This is just a bit of wax from the candles that's got on there. I've no idea what this smells like. I've never smelled this one, so. Oh my God. Oh, that smells so good. Oh. It's different to the Samhain one, but it's so nice like the Samhain one. Oh, that is really nice. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm so glad I've got it's so nice. I use their sprays a lot. I also have an aura cleanse spray by them and Lord of the Forest spray, but I've got multiple sprays really, but the ones that are out on my altar at the moment are the aura cleanse and the Lord of the Forest, which I'm nearly out of. I'm kind of hoping they might have some when I go next month, but you know, as these things are all handmade obviously, and they do tie in their products with the phases of the moon, it can take a while to get things back in stock. So the next thing I can see are the 3 small candles. So we have this beeswax candle, so we have this colour. I love beeswax candles. They don't make a lot of mess. It's lovely green candle. This is like a kind of dark browny reddish colour. And then we've got this lovely orangey colour one. So these will go on my altar. And then a little mini spiral candle with the 3 colours on it. I love these too. And you can get really large ones of the spiral candles as well, in different colours and things. So yeah, really lovely. Oh, everything smells so nice, but you can actually smell the beeswax on these. So that's those. So that's our candles, which will be good for putting on the altar later on. Now I'm going to get some of the other bits and pieces out here so that it's just a bit easier for me to grab stuff. Okay, so, and this. So the next thing is the herbal blend. Now this looks really nice, and these, I always put their herbal blends. I do make up my own, but if I've got a Sons of Asgard herbal blend, I'll tend to put it into my offering bowls on the altar area, which is something I'm hoping to get 2 new ones of when I go to Glastonbury. But I do put their herbal blends into the offering bowls. So I've cleaned my altar and the bowls are empty at the moment, so this will go into there. So I will have a sniff. I can see what looks like juniper berries or possibly rowan berries in there. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's got like an earthy woody kind of smell. Oh, I like it. Yes. And when you've got it in the offering bowls, because my altar is kind of next to the bed, I can actually smell it at night, which I love. So that is our herbal blend. These are the charcoal discs, which are for burning incense. I don't tend to use those because I've got a burner that is from Sons of Asgard, actually, with a little grill on the top. It's right here, actually, so it's got bits of rosemary and stuff stuck to it. But this is one of their burners, which you just put the candle in, and you can just put your stuff on the top, and you know, you can get a little brush and just brush it off afterwards. But having the grill and the candle saves using the charcoal. If I'm outside, I'll use charcoal discs, but I won't use them indoors because they are quite smoky. Right, next we have a Mabon oil, blended magical oil. So of course we've got to have a sniff of this. I'm gonna, oh, that's nice. Put a little bit on. Oh yeah, I always put their oils on me. I don't actually know if you're really supposed to, but in my experience, I've never had a problem with their oils, putting it on myself. But obviously, go with what you feel. But oh, it smells so nice. I think men would perhaps like this smell as well. I think it's kind of unisex. Anybody could wear this if they wanted to. But I think it would be nice for a man too, if they wanted a bit, didn't want anything too floral, because it's definitely not floral. It's more woody, earthy smell, so really nice. So that is the Mabon oil, and obviously you can use it, you could like dress your candles and things like that with it as well. And next is the, yes, I love their incenses, the hand blended incenses. I always get these usually when I go to Glastonbury, but I mean obviously I do purchase online, like I have this set, because there's no point waiting until I go to Glastonbury in Samhain to purchase the Mabon kit. So, and their jars are always really full. Look at that, guys, and you can see the bits of resin in there. I will have a sniff. Oh yeah, yeah, lovely, really nice, earthy. See, I do tend to like the more earthy, woody scents. I mean, I love, one of my favourites is patchouli. I could just sit there with a jar of patchouli leaves sniffing. It just smells so nice. So I do sometimes add that if I'm making up my own herbal blends to put into offering bowls, or if I'm using it for a certain thing. And with me, I won't always, I'll leave that open for a minute while I'm talking, but I won't always go with a specific spell and be like, oh, I need that ingredient and that ingredient, now I've got to have this and I've got to have that. I will go with things like, even with offerings and stuff, if you've got a god and goddess, or even if you've just got a goddess and you want to have a herbal type of offering, I will go with what I feel, what comes to me to put in, and I will mix up my own herbal blends and do it that way. And same with like incenses and stuff. I'm not so good with making my own incenses. I like the Sons of Asgard ones. So I will do my own herbal blends, and sometimes I'll do like a seasonal herbal blend, like I'll do one that I think is appropriate for Yule, or I'll do one that I think is appropriate for Samhain, and whatever, you know, if I don't have a Sons of Asgard one, because I do love their stuff. Even though I know I can make different things myself, I just really like their products. So I mean, look at this, look at all the stuff that's in here. And you don't like get half a jar or anything, that's full to the top. So oops, I'm losing a bit of what looks like a calendula in there. Oh, so nice, so nice, so lovely. And then we have 3 crystals that are obviously for this time of year, for this festival. So we have like a brown organza bag, and the 3 stones are bronzite. So try and bring it up to the camera so you can see. So this is bronzite, and these are nice size pieces too. They're not tiny. Bloodstone. I think it's meant to be bloodstone in this. This kind of looks a bit like moss agate, but I think it's meant to be bloodstone. There's a tiny bit there that makes it look like it is. I'm not bothered though, because I like moss agate and tree agate anyway, so even if it was. And this of course is hematite. They always feel so heavy. I mean, look at the size. That's quite a good size to put into a pack. I like the shape of it too. But hematite is always so heavy. It feels like metal. But it's a good one. So those 3 crystals, you know, they're nice pieces and nice size pieces. So, you know, now I'm sure I did pay £40 for this. And then we've got a Mabon leaflet. So this is a mini guidebook. So it tells you about that it's a solar festival and marks the transition from the light to the dark half of the year. Day and night are of equal length. So this is like the autumn equinox. Gives you a bit more information there. We've got Mabon correspondences. These are so useful because if you don't know, I mean, and I don't know everything and I don't remember everything. So having these are really good, like other names, autumn equinox, fall equinox, second harvest, and that it falls between the 19th and the 23rd of September. Symbols, grapes, wine, vines, etc. Colours, activities, stones, see, bronzite, bloodstone, which have been put into the bag. Plants, ritual oils, meaning, oh look at ritual oils, patchouli, my favourite. Meaning and deities, wine deities, aging deities. Celebrating Mabon, so it talks about the loose incense jar and charcoal discs, and gives you tips on how to burn it, how to light the charcoal to be safe, the Mabon magical spray. And it says here, so like our incense, the magical spray has been created to aid in setting the intention for your space before, during and after your ritual. Yes, I use it for that. You can use the spray in your room or sacred space, or simply spray it 3 times over your head. Yes, I do that too. As the mist settles into your auric field, take a nice deep breath in. Yes, I do that. Through the nose and out through the mouth, letting the mist infuse into your aura. The mist can also be used before or after any meditation or visualization work you are also doing for the celebration. So yeah, it's great. And the thing is, I will use all of these things up until Samhain. I won't just use it like for today, because today is Mabon and that's it, I'm only using it for today. No, I will use these things right the way up. And then it tells you about the oils that can be blended with fractionated coconut oil to make, or they have been blended with fractionated coconut oil to make a powerful anointing oil that can be used to anoint and dress spell or ritual candles, added to mojo or charm pouches, along with other herbs and resins. And it can also be used to anoint the pulse points on the body, namely the wrists, elbows and third eye. And you saw me do that on my wrists. and I do sometimes put it on the third eye. And then it tells you how to anoint the candle. Simply add a drop or two of the oil to your thumb and forefinger. Take the candle in your other hand and gently rub the oil over the surface of the candle, making sure you avoid the wick. Which is good that they've actually put that, because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people might just say grab the candle, tip the oil over it and stuff, you know, and you're wasting it and it's not necessary. And then it's all, even using the dropper, if you start dripping it on there, it's all going to be dripping off. So the way they've said to use it between your thumb and forefinger is better. Yeah. So, and the forest green, light brown and dark brown corresponding for this festival. And the hand-rolled mini candles, tumblestone crystals to use to decorate your altar or sacred space, and they can be incorporated into any spell or ritual work you are performing for the Sabbat. Or you can keep the tumblestones in their pouch on or around your person to aid in attuning your energy to the vibration of the celebration, which that's lovely. So we've got the bronzite, the bloodstone and hematite. Yeah, hematite is lovely for grounding and protecting. And look, bloodstone is an excellent blood cleanser and powerful healing stone, so that's lovely. What does it say about bronzite? Bronzite will work its energies on you so that you can keep your light and positivity, but also have the courage and strength to fight life's challenges. That's a good one then. This crystal has a consistent frequency that eliminates or dispels negative energies, psychic attacks, hexes and curses. Oh, that's a great one then to kind of have on you. Its healing energies will remove your old and unhealthy attachments and break any trace of karmic bonds. Bronzite also works as a guardian stone that will protect you from negative energies by neutralising and transmuting them. That's a really good one to have then, actually. And I don't have any bronzite apart from this piece. Might have to pick up some more, probably when I go to Glastonbury. And the Mabon Magical Herb Blend. This herb blend has been created using a variety of dried botanicals, including leaves, roots, berries, woods, barks and flowers. It can be used as decoration for your altar. So yes, you could sprinkle some kind of over your altar area, or can be incorporated into your ritual or spell work. Here we've given you a few ways in which you can use the blend. However, you really are only limited by your imagination when it comes to how to work with it. Yeah, you could put some in the organza pouch along with the crystals included in this kit, which can help you during the celebration and be left to charge on your altar. Yep, you could add a slip of paper to the pouch with a petition, wish or manifestation request on it. Or look, to add extra energy to the pouch, you could add a few drops of the magical oil to the blend before sealing the pouch. Excellent. You can also place the herb blend in a small bowl on your altar and charge it with your intention. For example, you could hold your hands over the bowl and visualize your intention in your mind. After you've charged the herbs with your intention, you could take some of the blend into your hands, take it outside into nature and blow the blend from your hands into the breeze or wind. You could also bury some of the blend too. Burying it in the earth not only returns the energy back to Mother Gaia, and that's a lovely thing to do actually, but also sends your manifestation or intention out into the universe too. And your organza bag corresponds with the vibration of the season. So it's really lovely, you know, that they put this nice leaflet in there, because, you know, not everyone knows what to do or has ideas of what they could do for different celebrations, especially if you're new. So I think these kits are really good for helping you out, or if you are just, you know, because some of us, even if you might think I want to do this, but maybe you haven't got time to make everything yourself, or, you know, it's, you know, for every kind of Sabbat. So, you know, these kits are really handy for that, and chances are you won't use everything all at once, so then you've got some that you can use sort of later on, or what I will be doing is using this today for ritual, but also I will be using the oil and spray and incense and the herbal blend all the way through until Samhain, when I will have the Samhain items. But because I won't actually be home for Samhain, so that will be a little bit different. But I do love their Samhain spray, so I will usually buy that in any case if they have it in stock. And I've noticed on the website they have a Samhain herb pack as well, which I'd really like to pick up, but depends whether there's any in stock when I get there. But if there is, I will get one. If not, you know, it's one of those things. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. I love their items, and they're so nice, both the guys. So, you know, I think it's nice to support individual shops. You know, that's why I like Glastonbury. I like to support the individual businesses, because obviously there's quite a few shops there, and I go into most of them, and it's just nice to support them, and you get lovely products like this for your money as well, you know. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.